Hey, what's happening, my fella?
Surprise, surprise, surprise. Did you guys really think I wasn't going to get into this? Okay, let me just go ahead and get a disclaimer out of the way. I am not familiar with the Funimation Masters of the Universe cartoon. I am not familiar with the Funimation Masters in the Universe, the Funimation. That's what this is following on. This is kind of like a sequel in a way. But I will say, for the most part, I was a huge fan of the 2000X cartoon, which came out in 2002, which I don't understand why it's called 2000X, but whatever. Yeah, that was my jam. That was my Masters of the Universe right there. And yeah, so I'm going to be pretty lost with this cartoon, especially if it really is following up with the events that occurred with the original He-Man and the Masters of the Universe cartoon done by Funimation Productions. Anyway. Did I say Funimation? Isn't it Filmimation or Funimation? This is SKELEGOD. Spoiler alert, this is what Skeletor becomes. I don't know, maybe he finally got control of Castle Grayskull, and whatever sorts of power lies within he was able to obtain, and this is his ultimate form. Let's turn to the side here of the packaging so you can see that lovely artwork of SKELEGOD thrust in the mighty glory of the power that is within. Look, even his crotch is lit up. Kind of looks like an owl. On the other side of the packaging, we just got SKELEGOD, Cosmic Lord of Destruction. To the back of the packaging, and here we've got SKELEGOD's lovely artwork again, and we've got a brief bio here for SKELEGOD. Skeletor lives his life with a singular purpose: to control the unlimited powers of the entire universe. Time after time, the Bane of Eternia has been thwarted by He-Man and the heroic warriors, also known as Masters of the Universe. What kind of monsters would be unleashed should they be unable to stop the Lord of Destruction? Surely a raging storm of horror and terror even the bravest dare not even imagine. Other figures available in this first series of the Revelations cartoon, we've got the Battle Cat. The Battle Cat? Does that even say the right there? No, we've got Battle Cat, He-Man, Mossman, and Skeletor, and Evil Lyn. Yes, I am pretty much aware that this is probably going to be a short-lived line of figures because this is going to be a short-lived cartoon. There's only, maybe 1 or 2 chapters involved here, and they're only, 6 episodes, maybe 8? That's the problem with Netflix shows. They really don't have longevity. Anyhow, that's neither here or there. Let's go ahead and open this up now and see if Mattel hit a home run with SKELEGOD. Alright, here's SKELEGOD and the Masters of the Universe. It's my cartoon now. No, anyway, I still believe that this is what Skeletor would look like if he got hold of the power sword, I'm guessing, and whatever contents lies within Castle Grayskull. Yeah, he's been working out for quite some time now. What's it been, 20, 30 years? He's been working in the gym. So visualize it. All that power. Got like some kind of energy flowing here. Maybe his head is levitating off of his body here. Ugh. Well, I'm sure this is going to look very beautiful in the cartoon, which I am going to check out when it is available on Netflix. We got an H there, standing for hero, right? I mean, He-Man's H, kind of in a dark way. And all this green on him kind of looks like, or, you know, just my opinion, I feel like it should actually glow in the dark, but I don't think it does. Taking a look at his glowing crotch there. Yeah, I can't believe that's a thing on the artwork, but it is there. Here's a look at his shin guards. I don't know. They have a skull design which is kind of similar to Castle Grayskull in a way when you look at it. Of course, they're glowing like everything else. Flipping up his cape real quickly, take a good look at the back of him. Kind of bland, but what do you expect? You're not going to be posing your figures from behind. And here's the cape. The only thing that's not dirty on this figure, at least it is a soft fabric material, which means it's not going to hinder the articulation on the figure one bit. It's got some lovely detail on it, I'll give it that. Such the difference in the purple going on here with a light and dark texture. And then we've got these like plastic jewel bits here that are actually attached on both ends of these cape pieces that keep it draped to the ground. Here's his feet, in case I forgot to show those off. Kind of dinosaur-like looking here, but hey, pretty cool. I dig it. These are some really loose ankles, and we'll get to the articulation in just a bit. Here's his forearms with, once again, some more glowy bits here. I'm just saying that by color. They don't actually glow in the dark. Got some very intensive, very lovely detailed hands here, which are sculpted in such a gripping position. You could probably get this hand around the face of He-Man if you had him. And just one more look at that sinister grin with the glowing eyes. It definitely reminds me of the 2000X series, which is probably why I'm loving this right now. Let's take a look at some of his accessories that he comes with. He has this glowing fist energy power thing, which, you know, you probably put in his hands and sucker punch He-Man in the gut. He has two interchangeable hands, probably for gripping the next accessory that he comes with. He-Man's power sword! Spoiler alert! Yes, he gets the power sword, and as you can see, it's got kind of the look from the original Masters of the Universe cartoon, even though it's a little more advanced. We have this nice silver paint job on the edge of the blade, so you can actually get a little bit of some sparkle going on there, which is pretty good. And of course, with the hands that are attached with SKELEGOD right now, he can kind of hold the sword, but it's not really meant for these hands, so we need to go ahead and switch them out, which is as simple as 1, 2, and 3. Wow, that was not easy. But once you have the right hand on the figure, you can actually put the power sword in it, and he grips it very securely. Looks great. I told you one day Castle Grayskull would be mine, He-Man! If you wanted him to act... So if you wanted to use the original hands the figure was packaged with this energy effect, you can. I will show you real quickly. See? I didn't switch it out for the balled up fist, which is right here. I'm liking the design of this guy, but what I am not liking about this figure is the fact that he is not top heavy. That's not his problem. He's just got some really loose ankles, and now we're going to go through the articulation to get this over with. So SKELEGOD has a ball jointed head, which is limited because of the very disturbing design of this levitating neck. Can get a little bit of a do. And we got the pin disc shoulder joints, which kind of work weird, unless I got it turned the wrong way. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, you get your inward and outward movement. You could get a full rotation if it weren't for these nice rubber shoulder pads here, which do move out of the way, kind of, sort of. And then you got your bicep swivel cut. You got double jointed elbows so you can get more than 90 degrees of bend. Wrist rotation. You got a hinge joint for inward and outward movement. We got a ball jointed upper torso on the figure. You got a waist rotation, which is nice. And then we get to the legs, and we got what looks to be, I'm gonna say, ball joints. So you can probably get this much kicking forward, as long as you hold it in place. Get nothing going back. It's pretty much back to stationary. Cannot pull off a complete JCVD split because of the design. You do get a thigh swivel cut, which is great. Double jointed knees that are pretty tight on the figure, which that's what the ankles should have been. And we're getting there, but we do have a boot swivel cut, as you can see. And finally, we got the loose ankle joints here. You get some up and down, no clicking, which is unfortunate. And you do get a little bit of some ankle rocker pivot, but it doesn't really work that good. Alright guys, let's do some side-by-side comparisons to wrap up this spotlight review. Let's dare to compare with other villains from various shows, movies, and video games. NECA Toys Super Shredder from the Secret of the Ooze line. McFarlane Toys Mortal Kombat 11 Shao Kahn. And finally Goldar from the Mighty Morphin side of the Power Rangers Lightning Collection. Final thoughts on SKELEGOD. He's a wicked cool looking design. I can't wait to see how this is going to be animated in the Netflix series. Yeah, I'm definitely on board with this so far, but I gotta say they need to work on their QC. Those ankles are really killing it for me. I like the figure. He's got loads of articulation, great paint application for the price point, loads of green on the guy, which I really feel like they should have been this glow in the dark feature, but I digress. And just overall, the design is absolutely beautiful, and if this is what I really anticipate Skeletor to go through in a transformation after he acquires the Power Sword and whatever source of power might be in Castle Grayskull, I'm on board with it. I love the look of this, the presence, the aesthetic, and what else can I really say about it? It's Skeletor in his ultimate form, and it's just, it's beautiful. But again, the ankles are a real disturbance on this figure. Maybe we could have used a little black washing on the back of the cape or something, but as it is, I'm fine with it being just soft good materials. I really don't care. Sometimes with plastic capes, it's a bit of a hindrance. But anyway, I can't wait to check out the rest of this line once it starts popping up in stores. I was able to acquire this figure at my local Target store, which is an additional 17 minutes away from where I live now. So top that, that's an hour. My God, was it worth the pickup? Yeah, I do like the figure. Like I said, he's incredible and just really an eye catcher in my entire collection of everything that I own. This is my first figure since the 2000X series went away. And I gotta say, oh, it feels so good to be back. So questions and comments, you know to do. Feel free to leave it down below in the comment section of this video. I'll answer you when I got time. If you haven't, hit that bell notification icon to stay updated with more videos that might be popping up here very shortly, or more announcements to come, which is on a weekly basis. If you enjoyed the Spotlight review, hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to sub up. If you didn't like it, hit the thumbs down. Don't forget to throw in the towel. And until next time, this is your unprofessional toy reviewer, Red is Power, signing off by saying fare thee well, so long, goodbye, and get out. I'll see you then.